taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on 4th down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Moss. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Let's go! Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Harbor. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Here comes the offense on second down. Try and play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Tight end now in motion. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. He wants to change this route. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Skinner. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to pass. Touchdown Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He'll pull it on the read. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Play action on first down. The throw. quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Find some fresh air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The throw to the outside is complete. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some opening.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The short hands, it's Lacy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Cardinals get it past the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Cardinals are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Moss. The quick out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Gonna run it. It's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Watson. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Louisville. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. Off from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Moss. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And the Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Makes the grab. It's Lacy. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cardinals. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I absolutely love when defensive backs do exactly what he did. Don't try to make the big play. A lot of times you see him go up together and the receiver come down, but he goes up, he bats the football down, makes sure nobody catches it, no points are getting put on the board. Nice play by the defense.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give on the inside. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Little touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Oh, ball's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Quarterback running on the draw. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short.
South Carolina, 7. UCLA, 0.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Harbor. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it.
He's going for a big play downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harbor. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. All out of space. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bruin! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run it. And they swarm him under.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he's got
answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. It's a running one. There he goes. The 30. Inside the touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him. You got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Got his man on the right. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Gamecocks have enough for the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Going to the running game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look,
he uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got his man out of the backfield. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Matthews. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
The corners are walked up tight. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. It's caught downfield. Racing down the left side. Past the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They want to throw it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. Turning on the Jets. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Big third down conversion getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Berger. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Stream.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
South Carolina, 13.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Moving past the 25. He's loose.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Now adjusting. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Wiggles free. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And is slips just inside that right upright. And they go back on top. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. With all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
First down for the offense.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Finding open areas. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run the toss. Can't get him to the ground. And the Bruins have a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They get to him as he throws. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. It's Flores. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this was knocked away incomplete, but it looked like a free play. Defense in the neutral zone. Let's check the call. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. And it's no good. He missed it. And, guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And